You look good.
Really, I look tired as hell. My nose, I broke my nose.
For real.
And yeah, we just moved back into our house when we don't have any blinds up in the master suite. So I had this room divider there. It blew over in the middle of the night. 2 a.m. cracked me right in the nose.
We're
Broke my
gonna
nose.
we're gonna tell people that you defended your members against a bear.
Yeah, yeah.
So we're joined by Blair McHaney with Worx in Wenatchee and MXM. Blair, thanks for taking the time, man. I know you're super busy. Appreciate you being on here.
Always like to talk to you, Lyle.
Yeah. Well, with the time that we have, there's something that I've been reading. You did Blair's Point of View, and it's for Club Solutions magazine, correct? And I found something pretty interesting that I thought other operators and individuals in the fitness industry should know about, and I wanted to learn more about, and it's Project 435. And if you could you explain maybe to those that are hearing it for the first time, what is Project 435, why it should be something we pay attention to in the fitness industry, and why we should really support it?
Absolutely. So it was really born from this pandemic and our lack of having a voice within the political system, within the entire political system. And as you know, there were a lot of alliances stood up. We stood up the Washington Fitness Alliance
Yep.
here, and especially in those states that were the most damaged. That's where you saw the alliances jump up and have to kind of fight for our industry. And we all learned that we needed a major civics lesson. Like, how does this really work? All the way to last week when the relief bill got turned down. We needed a vote of 60. We needed 60 people to support it. We knew we needed 10 Republicans. We needed 60 people to support it to get that relief bill on the floor for a vote. It would only need 51 in the vote. That would have passed. That would have been $2 billion carved out specifically for small businesses in the fitness industry, along with a lot of other relief for other small businesses. Would have been an absolute lifeline. Instead, as you know, a lot, including my gyms, a lot of small businesses were shut. Mine for 9 months, closed for 9 months, and then you take on debt to support that, and then you don't get relief from that debt. You just end up with less revenue and more debt coming out of it. Project 435. There are 435 members of the U.S. House.
I see.
So that changes whenever there's that potentially changes whenever there's a census and a population grows or shrinks. That can change. There are 10 of these congressional districts in our state. Project 435 is an attempt by the National Health and Fitness Alliance to get some passionate member of the fitness industry in each of these congressional districts to make contact with that state congressperson and keep contact with them within that district. In other words,
and when you say somebody, you mean it doesn't have to be a multi-chain owner. It could be a single club, someone that is just incredibly passionate and rooted in the fitness industry.
Yep. In fact, in our district, Congresswoman Kim Schreier is the 8th district. Myself, Evie Gillen from Wenatchee Raccoon Athletic Club, and a Julian Barrett. We've all signed on to maintain contact with her. And in fact, Evie and I have already had a meeting with her in person. She came to Wenatchee and met with us in person. And so what the National Health and Fitness Alliance will do to help support Project 435 is they'll create content and push it out to each of us that are supporting within these districts, so we have something to give and some important content to give to your congressperson.
Yeah.
We have to maintain this because we need to have a voice the next time something happens. We need to have a voice right now to try to get something like the Fit Bill finally pushed through. So it is really a grassroots lobbying effort, is what it is.
Yeah,
and we need support.
And so somebody in Georgia watching now, or any part of the U.S., what are the steps that they can do to support this project?
They can go to ursa.org, and there will be information at ursa.org on it. and you'll find a link in there to just raise your hand and say, I'll take this on in my district. If you don't know your district, even just Google it. It's in Wikipedia. Yeah.
And what would be the outcome that you'd look back and say, damn, 435 moved everything in the right direction? What's the goal?
The next opportunity that comes up for fitness to help pass a law that supports our industry and helps our industry, that it goes through with bipartisan wide support. That would be a major win.
You had mentioned look up which districts, what is their district, and then contact the representative in their district. And do they reach out, for the project themselves? Do they reach out to you, or is there a certain individual that they should be looking for?
Yes, and you'll find Kevin McHugh at the Atlantic Club in New Jersey, and I'll provide you that information as well.
Okay. Anything else you want to add about Project 35?
Well, just that, this has been an exhausting few years for our industry, especially, in the areas that got shut down the most. And a lot of you out there have been battling, and you probably felt like you're battling on your own by yourself a lot of times, and it can feel pretty lonely. I think Project 435 is a great way to kind of bring our industry even more together and know that you're kind of linked with others in any battle. So I'm a big believer in the project.